everyone. You're probably wondering why you see my face at the beginning of this video. I'm just going to show you around my studio and my little happy place. Sorry, you can hear the dogs playing in the background. And I've bit the bullet and I thought I'd show my face today, which is something that I've struggled with in the past. So here I am. I'm showing you me, because usually you just see my hands and my arms really, and you hear my voice but you don't see my face. So I thought if I'm doing a studio tour, then I thought you ought to see me as well. I'm going to show you as much as I can without it getting too boring, and if there's any areas that you would like me to go into more detail, then feel free to ask and I will. Sorry, the dogs have got the toy again. Lola, shh. You pick it up now when I'm doing a video, don't you? No, you can look as cute as you want, but you're not going to play with it. Right, so, yeah, I'll just sort of tell you why I do what I do. When I first started out doing YouTube videos, it was purely for a memory thing for my children. I have 3. The eldest is 18, middle one's going on 13. No, sorry, 14 this year, thinking about it. And then my youngest is just turned 11. My youngest has got a genetics disorder. So the easiest way of describing it is that he's on the autism spectrum. And one of my worries is that when me and his dad's not here anymore, it's how is he going to accept that? Because he has speech delay and things like that and understanding. And I know this is going to be decades down the line, but I wanted to create something so that at least he could still hear my voice. So now he'll be able to see my face. And then just as it's progressed on, I've got more subscribers than I ever thought that I would, because I thought, why would anybody really want to watch me? But the only thing that I feel that I can contribute to the world is my crafting. But I'm not going to bore you with the reasons why yet. There's a lot of other things that I feel that I can't do. I've been crafting for about 20 years now, and so what you're going to see is a 20-year collection. I did stop crafting for a while when I had my second child, because I just purely didn't have the time for it. I kept all sorts of my basic things, and then since my youngest has started a full-time school, I've had sort of more time to be able to craft. I've also homeschooled my 2 elder children, and there's lots of reasons behind that one, but the eldest one is now at college and she's doing her exams through that, and our eldest son is going to be starting college next year, so I'll have more time during the day as well. So I wanted to build up the time that I'm doing videos and things. And now it seems like I've got that drive to try and expand, you know, the people that I'm helping, and it not being, you know, just me just doing it as a sort of time capsule type thing. Yes, it will help me to remember the things that I've made over the years and techniques if I've forgotten, but even if I've just helped one person, that just means the world to me. I'm not somebody who wants to take advantage of things or make things just all about me. I want to be able to help people in my own little way. About probably 6 years ago, I had 3 operations on my feet, so I can't do any of the physical stuff with the kids anymore. So I wanted to be able to leave some memory of the things that I do, so they've got some sort of things. Oh, well, mum used to like crafting, so this is what she did. Let's have a look at a video and we can do that. So off with the negative stuff now. I just wanted to explain that all to you. So now I'm just going to show you around my little world. It's evolved from a small little box from when I first started out into several boxes, and then it went to being units at one end of my kitchen dining room, and then my husband built me a big desk office type area in our living room, but I'd get comments offered, why have you really got that much stuff? and I thought, oh no, I'm taking up too much space in the house. And then we've got a summer house in the garden, and me and my husband talked it through when we said this is going to be where I do all my filming and my, you know, my stashes. But it can still be used as a summer house because my desk folds down and it gets put away, so we can still use it as a family. So it's a happy compromise between us. So that's it. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you my little world. So this is me going into my studio. So I just thought to do it as a walk around so you get the full picture. So as you can see, I like fairy lights. As I keep saying in a lot of my videos, it's Christmas all year round for me. But I'm going to I'm going to start at this end actually, and then I'm going to work my way around and show you bits and pieces of it all. This is probably the nicest section. This is all the beads I've been making, and I've got them all strung up ready for me to use. So they're all my polymer beads. I've got my other beads in a separate area, so I'll be showing you that in a moment. And this is where I keep my gold leaf and sort of my texture stamps for doing backgrounds, and these ones. So in these drawers I've got my filigree and bezels, pre-made bezels, or ones that I've made myself to use. Lots of pretty things to be playing with in there. So yeah, I really like that drawer. This one's got some ready-made cabochon eye things, or I've got resin gel toppers to put onto images, like I've done with this piece of paper that I've just punched out, and I put one of the gem toppers on. And that one's just some eyeshadows. And these are sort of like nail flakes and glitters. Some more nail flakes. My mica powders. And in this last one. Oh, and this is some more mica powders, just different brands. So I think that's just about it. I think I might have shown you pretty much all of it. So I'll turn the camera around. This is sort of what I'd say is my tool sort of backlog of stuff that's either going to be used or has been used and not been sorted out properly yet, or it's got tools in for things that I'm going to do. So like this is my cotton one. I've just been doing quite a bit of sewing, and this one's all my cross stitch skeins of silk that I need to put into storage. And like this is my blending tools, my wax seal stamps, just things like that. It's just odds and ends really. I just shove stuff in here when I want to be tidy, and you know, I haven't got the time to fully do it. And then I've got 2 drawers of ribbons, which I love to have a flick through. Now this one is paper straws. Now you're probably wondering why I've got so many paper straws. Reason being is because whenever we go to a takeaway with the children, we get the paper straws, but I prefer the metal ones. I don't like the taste of the paper ones, so I save them for crafts. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot, and then when I see any fancy ones I pick them up, so I don't have to decorate those, they're already done. Now this, I'll tell you a little story. This is a box of crayons that my nanan bought for me when I was at least 5 or 6, I think, if I remember right. And it's one of my fondest memories of her buying me this box of wax crayons. Well, it was for all of us grandkids, but I remember it being wrapped up for me on the sofa when I went up to visit one day. And when she passed away, it was still in the box that she kept all the crayons in for us when we went up. And I've just got that for sentimental reasons, and it just feels like I've got her in my studio with me. And then I've got 2 boxes of odd beads in there. A girl can never have too many buttons. There's, well, you probably could have too many buttons, but I'm not using all mine at the moment, so I suppose I ought to start working on trying to use them up. And then this one, Oh, it's my shinies drawer. I've got my rhinestones in it, flat back ones, and these are the tins that I did in a video with clay embroidery, and in those I've just got pre-baked, well, this one's actually got rhinestones in it, but these other ones have got pre-baked shapes. Can't open them with one hand, I'm afraid. You know, like these shapes that I've been using with cutters, I've just pre-baked them and put them into the tins. And then these are just my big boxes of rhinestones. A lot of these have come as sew-on ones, but I take them out of the casings so that I can use them within my polymer clay. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot. So I've got 3 of those boxes in there. But I just like sitting and looking at those and all the pretty colours and shapes that there is. So, but if I've got through absolutely everything, I'll be here forever. So this is what I got from IKEA. And I'll just have hooks and things on for me to put my glues, paper clips and rubber bands, and obviously my beads. And these are the foils that I used on a scrap video that I did. And then this is my makes shelf. It's a bit sort of higgledy-piggledy at the moment, but it's things I've just made over the years I've put there, but I've not really been in this studio for very long, so I've still got to find homes for things. But then this is my what I'd say my paper crafts board, because it's got my plates in for my Gemini and things like that, and it's also got some embossing boards and then I've got my sewing grid template there, and I've got my what do you call them, knitting looms, and then this is my Crafts Companion template library that's started on collecting that through. It goes through over the years. Over the year, every few months I bring one out. And then on these ones, I've got them labelled, because I like to know where everything is, and when I'm crafting, I want to know where I can just go and put my hand on it straight away. So most of the things have got labels on. Some stuff hasn't, because like I said, I've not been in here all that long. I'm still in the process of labelling everything, because it drives me nuts doing all the labelling. So next to my desk is just some more of these little drawers, and sorry for the squeaky chair. I've just got my crochet hooks and knitting needles. What's this one? Oh, that's embroidery hoops, and there's some French knitting in there, and I've got my flower loom and things like that, and needle felting as well. That was another one that I picked up years ago, and just some tools. And then I've got some stuff in. Oh, and I've got a new rhinestone, hot stone rhinestone thing. I'm not right sure of the name, right name. And then this is just some embellishments for cards and more embellishments. So the thing with paper crafts, it's a lot bulkier than what say beads and things are. So when you've got a stash like I have that I've been collecting for so long, it takes up a big bit of space. So here I've got my it's a colouring board. I'm not going to get it out now, because all it is just a board that spins for when I'm colouring. And then I've got my Crafts Companion Ultimate that I do my card bases on. And as you can see, I've got my template library there, which is still being built on. This is just really good if I want to make some quick cards and I don't have to do no thinking about measuring and stuff like that. And then I've got some embossing boards up there. I'll give you another look at my lovely beads. I just like doing this when I come here. I just really just like doing that. It's just that sound as well. But as you can see, I've got quite a lot, so I really need to get using them up. Yeah, they're one of my many things that I need to do. And then in this box down here, this is my quilling papers box. So nothing very exciting to see there. It's just basically where all my clay strips are. And right, so I think that was pretty much everything from around this part of it. It's just basically all paper crafting stuff on this sort of side of it. So I'm going to move over to the other side and show you what's next. So this is the desk where I do all my filming. This is just a video that I've just finished up. I need to clear that away. These drawers I have all my micro cutters and my extruder as well. And then I have this, well, it's actually a makeup caddy that I got from, I think it was Primark, and it spins when it's not got anything in the way. But I just have my polymer clay, liquid clays in there. And then these ones, these came from the pound shop. They were in the cooking section, but they spin as well. So whenever there's nothing in the way, like I said, there's stuff all over that needs putting away, you can spin them, and it's easier to get what you need off them. So I really do need to tidy up a bit more. See, this is a lot of paper pads what I've got. Again, these are from different collections. I like Crafter's Companion and Made to Surprise. Those are my two sort of most favourite companies to use, just because I know they're really good quality. So I'm just going around to the other end. Now, all of these boxes here are the Crafter's Companion monthly boxes that they bring out. They bring out one different one each month. It's either each month or every other month, if I can remember right. And I keep them in order, so until I've used all the stuff up in one particular one, I leave them in there, and then once the box is empty, I put different things in. So as you can see, some of them are labelled up with different things on. So I've got coloured card and pattern paper and that sort of thing. And then these ones are from Crafter's Companion again, and it was the Year of Craft, and you collected something every month. It was either every month or every 2 months or something, and you got all these drawers, and then you got a folder with different things to make with the stuff that they've put in these kits. And these is mainly my polymer clay stuff. Now I'll try and bring my lamp around a little bit so you can see these better. Don't know how well that's coming up, so I apologise if it's not all that good. I have 2 boxes of canes, 2 boxes of clay, in fact no, 3 boxes of clay they've got mixed up. Yep, so I've got my 3 boxes of clay. I have a box with all my smaller packets in, and then in the next one I have, I think it was pearl, black, white, silver and gold, and bronze if I've got any. And then this bottom one's got the really big bars, but those are they're a nightmare to condition, so it doesn't come out very often, that one. So these are my metal cutters, and I've got 2 boxes of plastic cutters, and then I've got moulds, and then just some wooden stamps just for textures and things. And this is the budget clay that I did a video on. And this is a new packaging that they've done on it, so I was going to do a review on that, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's the same as what the other ones were, that came in like these little bars. So I'm just wondering whether they've just basically just changed the shape of the bars that they put in it. So that'll be something I need to have a look anyway. And then I've got some more papers over there. So this is the view from the other side of the room. So that's just where I sit, so you can see how small it is in here really. On this side I've got my box of canes, cutters, no, they're clay. Then I've got cutters, and then I've got stamps and moulds in there. But then next to these, this is my selection of Crafter's Companion sort of monthly, I call them subscription boxes, but they're the kits that they bring out, I think they're once a month or something like that, and I get them and I work through them. And then when I've used all the stuff that's in them, I use the box for other things. So got my backup pasta machine, because I used to do a lot of my clay inside, but now I do most of it out here. So if one needs cleaning, I can easily swap over to that one, and you know, I'm not having to wait too long to do videos and things. And then these are just some drawers with bits and pieces of card making paraphernalia, if that's the right word. These are some more templates that I've collected over the years. Looking paper die cuts and things like that. It's just a case of when I've got something, I collect more. I think that was flower forming. You know, so if anybody wants to see me doing flower forming, let me know, and I'll try my best. What's this? Oh, sparkly rhinestones. Well, these are the plastic ones that I use for cards and things like that. So if you've ever seen me use these on paper crafting, they're generally the ones that are there. And then I've got some Papercraft Society kits. I've not got many of these ones. And these are my Papercraft Society boxes. I've not got too many of these ones. They're a bit more expensive than the other ones, I think. But I get the ones when they go on offer. This is my parchment paper toolkit, pretty much. It's just got all my tools and things in for doing parchment work. And then this is just some more card making things and sewing. And I've got some of my large dies here that don't fit into the regular boxes, which I'll show you in a second. And these are just some polymer beads that I've made that just are ready for either glazing or hanging. And then I've got some other types of beads here that need putting into their proper home, because whenever I find them, I like to organise them into where they need to go. And these are all just some polymer beads, flowers and leaves and just different shapes and things. Excuse me. These are things that I've made that I've not used yet, or I've not found a permanent home for. So that's just an interesting bowl of all nice goody things that I can get to play with. Now this is where I dry my beads when I'm glazing them. Obviously not with that bag of fabric in the bottom, but I basically use a garden cane and I put it across the box, and then I hang my strings of beads from there, and they dry while they're hanging from there, and all the drips go into the box then, rather than on the carpet or something like that. Now these are pretty much my book cupboards. So as you can see, I've got lots of crafting books. Has this one got one in? Yeah, that's got some in. That one's mainly beading and clay, that one. That one's cross stitch. Oh, sorry, further down there, cross stitch books. And I think got some quilting ones in there. I have got some more in the house, but I haven't moved them out yet. That's just a catch-all cupboard at the moment, because I'm getting ready to move those things into somewhere else. I just needed somewhere to put them away. And then this that's just some more paper crafting essentials. A lot of glue and rhinestones and eyelets and things. And that's another catch-all one. So these ones are all just going to be book cupboards once I've finished sorting everything out. This is just my paper punch collection. I don't use them all that often, but sometimes it's just quicker and easier just to get a paper punch out than it is to get my die cutting machine out. So all these boxes here, going all the way around, are my stamp and die boxes. And those are the things that I use to make my cards and things like that. And then in between you'll be able to see that I've got like card bases and coloured card, and then I've got my beading boards there. And then in the drawers there's other things in. Again, because I've not been in here all relatively not that long, everything's not found its forever home. So that's just my dog falling over the edge of the door. And then this one's my resin, but you can't open that drawer properly with the box being there, but I've got my resin in there. That's my 3D diamond art, well, the leftover gems and things. And then these are bits to use for different crafts. This one's just all flower forming, but these are the paper flowers. And this one's, yeah, that one's sort of a catch-all one at the moment. And then this is tools, so lots of scissors and things like that. This box at the end here is all of my embossing folders. Try and get a better view of that from up here. Again, I've been collecting for 20 years, so that's why I've got so many. And then that's cross-stitching stuff, I think. Yeah, and then those are just MDF pieces that I'm going to do videos on eventually. And then this is what I store my seed beads in. Still got some on the top from latest video that I've done, but I'll take some out and I can show you how I sort of organise them. See, I have a box for each colour, or maybe 1 or 2 colours. I think that's just pink and purple. But as I'm growing my my bead stash, obviously I'm getting more and more boxes. Now these are just some takeaway type tubs that I got from the pound shop, but I prefer these ones, and I got these from the range. They do these in varying sizes, and they're really good stackable ones, so that's why I prefer these ones. These ones are a bit thinner, so not as stable. So it's a good way to use them if you can't afford to go and get the ones, you know, the more firmer ones. But, you know, I just wanted to show you, you know, the alternative that I have. And then the other bead storage that I have, or should I say, pendants or cabochons, I'd say really, is this box here. Now this is a photo storage case, and it comes down at the front and it's just got all of these nifty little boxes in. And when I've done a certain set of beads, I put them into a section in here. These are just some resin pieces that I've done, and these are all ready for using. That's another one for the Aussie and I part. Yeah, my dog's coming in and having a look at now, and they're escaping again. But yeah, these are just lots of beads that I've made. So as you can tell, I like to make beads and cabochons and things like that, so I've got plenty to be going on with. These are my keepsake embossing boards. It's probably one of the first things I got when I was card making. I've just picked up different ones through the years. They're basically, you put your paper on top and then you use a ball tool to emboss different shapes onto your paper or card, whichever you're using. And then this is some of my old ink pads or cheaper ink pads compared to the Crafters Companion ones that I've got on the top that you'll have spotted. And then I've just got some pastes and chalks and things like that. And then these are just all either forms to use or bases for videos. You know, I'll spot them when I'm out and about. I think, oh, that'll be good for a video. And then some polystyrene shapes. And then these top ones I've got like gems and sequins and things. So there's plenty to be going on with. And then down here I've got my quilting patterns that I've been doing, and then the pink box is just my toolbox that I use, and then just a couple of sewing boxes that I've got. I'm trying to think if I've not missed anything. So I've come around here. I'm sorry, my camera work's not the best, so I do apologise if it's done a bit blurred or dark or anything, so I'm trying my best. The lighting in here at this end's not that great. This one's for paper flowers, so like crepe paper and things like that, so that's a fun job that I need to have a go with. This is just some odds and ends, I think. Yeah, I think it's like tools and yeah, I think that's it, because quite a lot of them have got mixed up when I've made the move from having all my stash in the house. That's all my resin. On that, this one's got my diamond art beads, and I can't open that drawer without taking all the stamps out. But I have different ones in all these. This is my box of embossing folders, and again it's ones that I've just been collecting over the years. I've got small ones and large ones, and I'd be here forever showing you absolutely everything. And then there's just some larger cardstock. I think that's the one from Aldi or Lidl, if I remember right. Try and stand back up now. And some scrapbooks. Oh, in that grey basket up there's all my envelopes in different sizes, and then the white ones, just card bases that I've collected. Oh yeah, as you can see over there is the cross stitch colours that I said that I need to put the other ones into. So I hope you've enjoyed having a quick look round. So, and I wanted to show you something as well. if I can get it down. So this is from my dad that bought it me for my mobility scooter. About 6 years ago I had 3 surgeries on my feet, and it was before my husband was able to be at home with me, and I was having to do the school run with 3 kids without being stood on my feet for the entire journey. So I bought a really cheap mobility scooter just to bridge the gap so I could do it. And my dad wanted to get me a licence plate like Madge off of Benidorm, but Titch is my sort of nickname that my brother gave me when I was born. The first time he saw me, he said, he held me and said, "Oh, ain't she Titchy?" So it's just stuck. So I'm Titch 1, and my little girl, well, she's not little, but she's 18, she is Titch 2. So that's the reason behind that, and I've been thinking I wanted to show you all that. I'll show you the different wind chimes that I've got. Oh, sorry, I don't want to stare directly at the light. And I collect them. Whenever I go to the seaside, I like to get another one. And it's just something that I've had a liking for since I was a child. And I've probably had more and they've got broken over the years, unfortunately. But I do like collecting them. So, yeah, that's just my little happy place. As I see, this is a cross stitch that I did. And this really is my happy place. So I do love working out in here. I can shut the world out and, you know, create and spend some time and sort of get things off my mind. I can just, you know, be distracted. I just wanted to show you the view from where I sit when I'm doing my filming. And this is the main one that's got my liquid clays in. And it was a makeup organiser that I got it for, but as you can see, I've got most of my tools that I use when I'm doing videos. So when you see me reaching across the table, this is what I'm reaching for. And then I've just got, you know, my scissors and things in that one and some pencils. This is all my needle tools with different things, different types of needles, which I'll mention in my videos from time to time. And then this is my scrap sort of clay dish. It's a cigarette dish. I've never smoked in my life, so but I've got it because Scabra's my favourite place in the whole wide world. So my children got that for me last year when we were on holiday. And this has just got some more needle tools and some pins and just things that I generally use when I'm doing videos. And then these are my micro cutters. Well, I'll have shown you in different videos. And then I've just got other small cutters in my extruder in there. That's just a tray of beads from the latest video that I've just done. These are the spinning things. I just wanted to show you another view of them. I had them when I had all my craft stuff in the house. I had them all along the wall, and I could spin around and just get different things off. If you're wondering why I've got a pizza cutter and a vegetable peeler, I had an idea once when I was just walking around IKEA. I wondered whether if I could use that for cutting clay, and you can. And I use this one for the big blocks of clay, the professional one. That is really hard to condition. Scrape it off with this, it breaks it down into smaller pieces and it conditions a little bit easier, just because you've not got the great big thick bits. And then this is probably more my paper crafting one, with glues and cocktail sticks and glue runners and things like that. And then this one's just, again, more glues and, oh, I'm knocking everything off now. Just some adhesive sprays, and then I've got my quilling boards. I've got loads. So like that, I've been collecting for 20 years. You know, so it's a fairly big stash. I think some people think I'm a bit crazy for you know, liking so many different crafts, but I like to have a variety of things to do because I can get bored fairly easy. That drawer doesn't want to go back in. I'll have an argument with it later and get it back in. So this is all the paper pads I've sort of collected over the years. I generally wait until they've gone reduced or they're on a special offer. I may have a lot of craft stuff, but I generally do, you know, look for bargains and stuff. Now, these are my little puppies. Well, this one's Lola. She's my son's service dog, Lola. And she's a miniature Jack Russell. And she comes and keeps me company as well. Dropping my hand. Oh, hungry. And then this little man over here is Teddy. And at the moment of filming, he is 10-week-old, and he likes to eat everything that he finds in the garden. But he's a cockapoo, and we're training him to be a service dog as well. We trained my son's service dog as well, because it's just it's a bit difficult trying to get one off of the charities list, and you've got to wait for years and years. So we looked into just training our own, and we did it, and it's one of the best things that we've ever done for him. Right, so I'm going to go back over the boxes that I've done, because I thought I didn't really do a very good review of them. But these are my canes, so this is my first box. So as you can see, I like to make canes. The problem is I make canes faster than I make actual jewellery pieces. So and now I'm doing videos, it's you know, I make them for videos, and then I've got to think of other ideas to use them up. And then these are some more. I love this cane. It's a rainbow leopard cane that Susan and Turtle Silk Beads do. She's back on YouTube now, so if you want to learn how to make that, if you go to her YouTube channel, you know, you can find out from doing it from her. But I've got lots of different canes and things like that. And then clay is just clay. I'll just give you a quick look at my cutters. Now I'm trying to hold it out. I'm hoping that the filming on my phone's a little bit better than my on the big camera. This is just on my metal ones. If I find them reduced and I've not got that shape, I will get them. And then Teddy, stop eating stones. And these are my plastic cutters. So as you can see, I've got a lot. Teddy. Distracted for a while. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. And if you like the video, you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. And if you've not subscribed, if you consider subscribing, that'd be appreciated too. So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye.